Okay, welcome to Fahrenheit Performance Podcast, episode number 13. Today we're talking to the bike painter extraordinaire, Mr. Eric Ng from Paint Extreme, about how he got to where he is today. So, Eric, why don't you introduce yourself just a little bit about some background?
All right. Thanks for having me here, Martin. All right, I'm Eric, the man behind Paint Extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I've been doing this custom painting for over 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you always been custom painter? What's your... Little birdie told me that you're actually a sound engineer.
Actually, I didn't really start out with doing painting. I was audio engineer back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference from
that's definitely
painting custom bikes.
But
right?
that's where I found custom painting airbrush from my previous job.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually involved in editing a video.
Okay.
Yeah, doing all the censoring,
So if it's a live broadcast and someone says, "Ah, shit,"
Yeah,
you'll be there ready
I'll
for the
be there
button.
for the buttons.
Okay. It's a stressful job.
Kind of stressful. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay. That's one time, I have to edit videos. It's back there. It's called Orange County Chopper.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that show.
I love that also.
With senior and junior, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And they always fight.
Yeah, they always fight. So every time when my supervisor, will give out all the job, I will take that.
Yep.
Do the editing.
That show was really good for a really long time.
Yeah.
And then I think those guys ended up fighting so badly that they split up. But until that point, it was a great show because it was custom bikes, and it wasn't just custom paint. It was like crazy bikes, right?
Yeah, involve a lot of things. So what fascinated me is the custom painting. Yeah. So that's where my journey started from there.
So were you that kid in high school that would just doodle a lot and paint and wasn't like artsy, but you became a sound engineer? Or how did you decide one day had the confidence to paint something?
Okay, so how I actually started is I a little bit while I'm doing my jobs.
Yep.
Editing.
But were you always a good drawer or a good paint?
Not really a good paint or mood, just that I have passion in art, in sketching.
Yes.
But I'm not exposed too much. In terms of creativity.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just love drawing, sketching. So that's actually actually enlightened me. Oh, the airbrush, what is this?
Yeah.
And I've seen before.
Yeah.
I thought it's color pencil, all this thing. What is this airbrush?
Yeah.
So I studied a bit more on that. Then decided one day I bought a basic kit. I tried it at home.
So you can just buy a basic airbrush kit and you're just messing around with it, finding out how to shade and
how to shade, how
thin lines, fine lines.
Then
this is while you're still an audio engineer, right? Okay, so then you watched that OCC show and thought, hey, this is cool. And then you tried it out.
I tried it out.
On what? On your...
Of course, I first tried on some canvas.
Yep.
Or test on my stroke, the controlling of this thing.
And how long does it take you to perfect your, like, to be confident?
Not
necessarily,
but
to be confident.
Confidence took me about a few months.
Okay.
A couple of months. So then I decided to try on something. Yeah.
Okay.
So I asked for my friend's motorcycle.
It's like Yen. Yen was saying he was getting his friend's shoes all the time, right? So your friend, he had confidence in you. He just let you paint his motorbike.
I don't know how much he trusted me.
Yeah.
But he said, okay, let's do.
What was it, an old Vespa or something, or just a regular motorbike?
I remember it's a Honda Phantom. Yeah.
Oh, so it's actually pretty big. So you painted the gas tank.
The gas tank and the fenders.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I guess. Yeah. So that's where after that I decided to take out some side projects like airbrush, guitars. Yeah.
Yeah, so your first Instagram post was a guitar with two kids' faces on.
That's my two kids.
There's your two kids?
Yeah,
I was wondering about that.
Yeah,
So
that's my.
So I've got a bad habit of looking at guests' Instagram posts and scrolling to the very, very beginning. Your first Instagram post was
1,000 over posts.
don't worry, I have it on my desktop and I push the down arrow, this other thing, and then
Okay.
so I have here your first 18 posts, right?
Yeah.
And the first one was you got a copy here. The first one there was the two kids, which is your two kids. And then it looks like you did a lot of motorbike helmets. On these, so this is 1, 2, 3, and then
I've already like started my business. Yeah, and all these are like probably a couple of years.
so this is already a couple of years in, because I was going to say that my bike was post number 17. Then right there.
Oh, okay.
That's my bike. So I guess I've known you for 8 years or so, right? Because I actually got a custom bike painted by a local artist, and then I was recommended to go to you to get the clear coat done.
Correct.
So you clear coated my bike for me, and I still have that bike. It's still going strong. And that was 8 years ago. So you already had a pretty good reputation 8 years ago. So you've been doing this for at least 10 as a business.
More than that, 60.
So you only started posting 8 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm only the second bike that you actually have on the page.
Facebook and Instagram just started maybe 8 years ago.
2012.
Yeah,
2012,
I started this since 2006.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when
So I'm the second bike on there, but I'm definitely not the second bike you've done.
definitely not.
Okay. But you've been doing this for a very long time. So then you started with guitar, then you went to helmets, and then you went to gas tanks. It looks like it's a flaming skull gas tank there. When did you sort of realize that bikes was the way to go for you?
Actually, I don't have any foresight. Bicycle will be the next.
So whatever came through your door, you painted.
Yeah.
And then you got one bike came out, and then word of mouth, you ride at the peloton of 40 people, and then they say, oh, that's a cool bike. Where'd you get that painted? Oh, Eric did it for me. And then so another guy comes with a bike, and another one, and then they just keep coming.
All these years are through word of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I especially like back then, we don't even, social media is not that popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all through word of mouth. And like, 2006 was, I don't even know, like, that's carbon. Bicycle to me is okay, still.
You don't know the difference.
I don't even know what is carbon fiber made bicycles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you know all about it.
Yeah, that's all I do. And
So how did you start? Did someone just come in one day and say, hey, can you play my bike?
yeah, so my first painted bike was a still vintage Konago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So vintage guys are like that. They want you to come and restore the bike for you. So it wasn't a custom thing. It was just a restoration job. Is it?
A bit of custom. So
Was it had lug? Did they have steel lugs on it? Or
they have it.
Nice.
So what he did was he chromed the lug first. On the lug, he chromed the parts that he wanted. So on the frame itself, there's a bit of custom because it definitely is not the original from the previous design.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a bit of his own ideas on it. Yeah. That's where.
So then that was the first one, and then there was a second one, and then how many bikes do you think you've painted since in the last 15 years?
1,000 over.
Really?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there are some projects that I didn't even post.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Who posts?
Like
Some bikes is I would never post every single bike for them.
I mean, nowadays I like more those interesting ideas. I'll post.
Yep.
For instance, black white. I don't think.
Yeah, if someone wants a matte white bike, it's nothing super fancy about it. Right? You'll do it.
You do it.
Yeah, of course.
For the sake of.
Yeah. So then, so ever since you watched that first motorbike video, did you think I want to do custom painting? This is what I wanted. This is my calling, or did you just like
calling is a big thing? But it's like it keeps going.
Yeah.
I know. I might know. it's just growing me.
Are you still enjoying it as much as you did when you first started?
Now,
Yes.
not as much, but more like probably like every day. I already come to the stage like okay, about this, and then everyday jobs is about the same.
Yep.
Now I'm more into like venturing into like more creative paint
Yeah, so like this bike
skills.
behind you, right? It's very, very out there. It's got a lot of stuff happening. So that's the sort of stuff that you're doing that makes the day interesting more so than changing a red bike to white or white bike to red, right? Okay. So you paint foldies, you paint road bikes, you paint mountain bikes, you paint TT bikes, you paint helmets, you paint gas cans, I guess, and motorbikes. Road bikes would be the most popular.
Yeah.
Right? 70%, 80% road bikes?
Yeah, about that, 70-80%.
What's your favorite type of bike to paint?
My favorite type, definitely is a road bike.
It's definitely a road bike.
Yeah.
You don't have a soft spot for foldies, for example, or
40 actually, because actually 40 look small, but they have more parts.
Yeah, they do.
Road bike.
TT bikes have more frame. That might be
TT bikes. The frame is wider.
Yeah,
bigger.
So more of a canvas for you, right? That's correct. Okay. So then, tell me about the process of riding bike. So if I wanted the bike painted, and I just bring the bike to you and just drop it off, do I have to prepare it? I just maybe take the components off?
So how we started off is like, before the customer actually brings down their bikes, we will like over the phones or Instagram, any kind of social media, how they get to me. We will like, I will briefly like ask them what is their ideas first.
Okay.
If customers say they don't have any ideas, they just want custom paintwork, then I will put on hold.
Is that more difficult to do like that than someone that exactly knows what they want?
Yes, because if they don't have any ideas, it's very difficult. I don't believe that, okay, customer, just do whatever you want. Yeah, we don't have that.
Unless you're so filthy rich, you got 10 bikes to spare, and then
we don't have that culture.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have that culture. Yeah, so basically, because I encountered a few, when customer said you can do what you want. I just want custom. But unfortunately, when everyone have their own preference colors, or maybe the design on this thing. So I encountered a few times that customer actually rejected, or
that's painful.
Yeah, or they are not really satisfied.
Even though they said to do whatever you want, you did whatever you want, and
not satisfied, not because of the quality, but probably the design.
So you mean it's like when your wife says you can have whatever you want for dinner, you go to Domino's,
and my wife is this.
She says
she follows you,
So she says whatever you want to have for dinner, and then you get Domino's and then she says like, what the heck is this, right? So you don't like, if she says go to Kalini Kopitama and get the eggs, then it's easier, you just go and buy exactly that thing. So that's the same for painting, right? If someone gives you exact brief, I want to make this a replica of the Red Bull, right? I saw that Red Bull right now. Then it's not easy, but at least you have a clear mission of what you're going to do, right?
It's easier, and you will cut the times short rather than back and forth, customer reject. That's a recent case. I did SL8.
Okay,
it's an RC.
Quite recent, yeah.
Yeah, so I do the mock-up. Customers saw the mock-up. Okay.
So you do a mock-up, you sketch it on paper, or you do it on a computer, or
I do it on a computer.
Yep.
But I'm not great in that.
Yeah.
Also, just a very simple, basic. Yeah. So, but when I apply it on the frame, end of the day, he cannot accept. It's because it's too loud for him.
Oh God.
It's not about design is off.
So the quality was there. Everything was there. It was nice. You liked it, but the customer didn't like it. It wasn't.
It's not because it's not his style.
My goodness,
that's the thing. The custom painting in Singapore is the culture is different from Yeah.
So what happened? You had to start. You start from scratch. You
I strip off all the paint.
I show for the paint and
and it's like the frame itself is worth like $7,000. It's not like you can just pick another frame from the box and repaint it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's already a huge investment.
yes.
Okay. And then so the final product, the second time around, they liked.
That's where I learned my lesson.
So every single step of the way, you asked
Every
them.
single step I will ask him.
Okay.
And
Stripes.
Yeah.
Red.
And-
Yellow.
Until he gave me, the green light to move on.
Yeah.
But that must slow down your flow quite a lot.
Yeah, time consuming. That's when, there are people's like saying, wow, Eric took so long just to paint a frame.
Yeah.
I really,
Just one frame. How come it took so long?
Yeah, takes so long. I paint my cars 2-3 weeks. I can get it back. Just a bicycle frame, take a few months. But they don't know, what's behind it.
So if I walk into Paint Extreme today or tomorrow, right? What does it look like? Are you working on 5 bikes at one time, or do you sit and do one bike, start and finish, move to the next bike, start and finish, or is it like
usually
10 different bikes on different
usually
states?
I will plan.
Of course, let's say if in a busy period, peak period, I will actually arrange in a way that, okay, maybe my plan today, I want to paint 4 bikes, let's say.
Yep.
4 bikes. Out of the four bikes, definitely there will be 2 or 3 single color.
Okay.
Simple design
That I can manage within a day.
Is that like your bread and butter? If a bike comes in, it's a white, I want it red. Is that like, oh yes, easy, good,
Yes,
that's
and-
very easy. I can just bang it out, done.
Yeah.
If someone comes in and says, I want Astro Boy fighting Ultron or whatever it is, you're going to go, oh my God.
Yeah, I will have to really, because these are the things that, I really have to sit down, without any disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
I have to sit down to decide how I'm going to start first.
Yeah.
It's easy to just, okay, just put on it.
Mm-hmm.
But how to start first, what color to start first,
Yep.
the position, size, all these things.
Yeah, a lot of consideration to.
So something like the decals that you put on.
I don't use decals.
So if you need S-Works on the side of the bike, what's that process? It's not a decal, it's actually
It's not decals, it's all
stencil, yeah?
I have a stencil.
Okay.
So, for instance, S-Works.
Yeah.
The customer want to have maybe a black logo
With
on a white base.
Okay, or a gold, or metallic gold, something like that.
So, I will have to cut out the stencil and paint it. The only time that I probably use decals is the UCI
Mm-hmm. The sticker, the certification sticker,
or some.
or like SRAM or Shimano logo or something like that.
Oh no,
You still do the.
I used to paint.
So it's a stencil and you stick on. It's like a sticker. You stick it on, then you paint it, and
Yeah,
then you
just
peel it off it.
Yes, correct.
Is that custom? Is that like a regular way to do it, or is that something that just like if I got Joe Painter out there, would he be doing the same thing as that, or do you?
Actually, it's up to it. Okay, I would not say up to individual, but it's my way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen painters, of course. And beside me, there's a few other bicycle painters in Singapore.
Yep.
So I've seen some works that they basically really just use decals.
Mm. I personally just thought it was a decal that was stuck on there, and it's just clear coated.
Oh no,
over the top.
no,
Water click over the top.
no, because if it, I would say most of the stock bike from the factory they use decals.
Yeah.
Because they're dealing with mass production.
Yeah. That's what. So I just since they do decals, you would just use a decal as well.
For us, we customize. We actually look into as as details and as seamless as possible. Yeah, we don't want to leave any just cut and paint. Everyone can do that.
Yeah.
So we use paints instead of just replace with decals.
Okay.
It has better quality.
And longer lasting.
Yeah. Because decals it will crack over time.
Yeah.
Too much of exposure under the sun, it
So-
will actually harden and it will crack.
So is that the so for a custom painted bike, is that the Achilles heel of it? Would it be the sun exposure? Is that what degrades the paint? Like how long would a custom painted bike last for?
There's no definite period, but usually if a good quality one can last you at least 5 years and above.
Yeah. Mine's 8 years.
Yeah.
And I still have it.
So actually, this is just a general how to say
Specification.
Mm.
There's no sit.
There's no hard and fast rule, right?
Yes, correct.
But you don't recommend people to come back after 5 years to get the clear coat redone? Is that
Sorry?
do you recommend to your clients to come back in 5 years' time to redo the clear coat or anything like that?
Actually, if they know how to maintain it,
In fact, actually can last more than that.
So you say like wipe it down after your rides and that sort of stuff,
It
or
was-
keep it in a dark environment.
Not say keep in the dark, like
okay, after every ride, after you wash it, that's where you can apply, like for instance, be it matte or gloss, they have their own kind of the grooming, the wax that they use. Never use gloss wax.
Oh no, that's like
Clear coat.
okay.
Just follow that they
Use the recommended use.
So,
okay.
alright. So actually, you want the longevity of the paint. So that's why I say after every ride, wash it, dry, apply a light layer of wax. The wax actually will how to say
it's like
It's like a protective barrier.
that
right?
is a protective barrier against the UV of the sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in 2002, this was your favorite bike. Apparently, you put a post favorite bikes of the year.
Yeah.
Do you have any bikes that you just love doing more than others? Is this an example of why was this one so much fun for you?
Why was this so much fun with?
Like, are those flowers on there? Is that
And because it's involved with actually two companies. One is CSPD and Bimart.
okay?
Yeah, so Bimart actually is the dealer for William.
Amelia, yep.
So he has connection with CSPD. So actually, they thought they have a discussion on come up their team.
Yeah.
Team.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where they approached me to.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's is that bike still running out there? Do you know?
There's a few out there.
Yeah.
So actually, the whole design is drafted by Peach, the founder behind CSPD.
So nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you did a range of these similar bikes.
Yeah, I did a few similar design, just change of colors.
So what's your favorite type of project or favorite bike project that you've ever done? Do you have anything that jumps out at you?
My favorite one, I think so far is some bikes painted for Lingo.
The triathlete.
the triathlon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
back
was
there,
also
right.
different about those bikes?
More like after listening to her story, she have the same. Those were different traits. She has that passion that
I can
You can understand.
understand.
Yeah.
How much effort, how much she went through.
And how much she sacrificed to do what she wants to do. Yeah.
just to do what she like. All this thing. So, just one fine day, her husband came to me and said, let's paint a bike for this lady.
Definitely.
Back then I didn't know that they are the husband. I think they are not married yet. Yeah. So he was the manager for her.
Yep.
Yeah, and she was with Specialized.
Yep.
So from Specialized Specialized now moved to Canyon now.
Are those bikes the ones that used to be hung on the wall of Autobus, the cafe? I think they were, right?
Yeah. All right.
And then so she still plays bikes with you?
Yeah.
So what's so special about that bike? Is it
The
just
last piece was actually a surprise for her.
Nice?
Yeah. And ever since she moved on to Canyon,
Yep.
there's a lot of restriction, especially for custom painting. Not like so flexible like Specialized.
Yeah, because like a lot of manufacturers don't like
Correct.
you custom paint, right?
Correct.
Like I know, for example, Trick.
Yeah.
If it almost like voids the warranty, right? How is that a big hurdle for clients? Does that hold them back? Do you think to come to you?
Back then, I believe, there's a lot of hurdles, when they comes to warranty, because they will ask me that question.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely have to give that a honest answer. I'll definitely will avoid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But over times, when, of course, I build a reputation, I have return customer. Nowadays, customer actually, can't be bothered about the warranty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know how I handle it.
But it's not even that your paint is doing anything to the bike. It's like,
it's different.
It's like the bike in general has no warranty, right? So I don't know. So something like this, the Villiers collab, was Villiers on board with this?
No. I don't want to say too much. No. I don't want to say too much.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Yeah. Actually, it's just it's a side project. It's a very, So, really, they are not aware of that. So, But it's a good fun of it.
Yeah. So something like you painting Ling Er's bike, right? I know you painted Cheryl Tay's bike as well, pink one. Do you think that contributed to more people coming in? Because like they see the race photos of Kilometer and then that bike is cool. How did she get that bike? And then another person comes.
Definitely, I mean honestly, I believe like not apart from them, everyone.
Yeah. So that's most of your clients come from word of mouth, right? You don't put a lot. I don't see Facebook ads of you dropping down. I don't see any sort of advertising for you. It's just all word of mouth. And you ride in a group ride, and this guy's got a really cool bike, and then they find out it's from you, and then another person comes to you, right?
Correct.
So then what's currently, like, you've got quite a notorious wait list, right? How long is it? How long, like if I come with a bike today, and today is like the end of March, right? Am I waiting 3 months for a bike, or what's the normal process?
It depends.
Like I say, it is a very straightforward design. Actually, pretty fast. Some of my customers they are actually surprised because what they heard from their friends.
Yeah, right.
When the day that we receive, they were surprised. Hey, that's fast. I guess I don't want to share too much because customers won't. How to say it?
I guess the more changes that you make, it's going to extend the process, right? And the more feedback that you need from me to sign off is also going to extend the process, right? If it's just changing from red to white, it should be very
easy.
Simple. And is that majority of your bikes like that? It's just changing color. What is your typical project?
Changing of color probably only like takes up
40-50%.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's actually majority. That's actually
majority still like go with custom paint. That's the purpose that they want. Yeah. So basically, I have let me think, maybe 2 types of customer. Like one, like just restore their old bike to become new.
Oh yeah. I know. I've got a couple of friends that have come to you for that. Like
the other one is, I basically just don't want to have the same.
Bored of looking at this white bike.
Yeah. I have few customers like just bought a bike, didn't even ride it, didn't even build out the bike. Just send to me and just change the color.
Well, that's perfect for you, right? It's easier for you than having a dirty, greasy bike, right? Having straight out of the box.
Correct. But it's a privilege. Not all painters can,
Yes.
They can enjoy that.
Yeah.
Having a new bike entrusted to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like getting a new BMW, driving it straight to an auto shop, and getting the body work done to it or something.
It's just another level, When I feel much achievement when I touch on a new bike. It's like wow.
Yeah, of course. So what's the process of a bike, right? So you get a bike, it's got some sort of paint on it already, right? So do you have to strip off all the paint back to bare carbon?
Yeah, but usually for, let's say, change of color, we will send down around like 90% off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want the fibers of the carbon to be exposed, obviously, right? So you just get it as close
to... That's the tricky parts that not all painters that knows about this. Yeah. So I have a few cases like customer brought to me so-called newly painted bike from another painter, but the painter screwed up. Yeah, so
Sucks.
yeah, I have to do a lot of repairing works. Yeah, so I have to, some I even have to send to a carbon specialist to just wrap up.
Is that what you would do? You would send
So I will examine the bike first, especially those like so-called painted, newly painted. Because some painter, they just, I mean, they didn't really like study a lot, know how to deal with. They thought like painting a car is the same like painting the bicycle.
It seems like you just get a spray can and you spray it, right? It's easy.
Sometimes I even like, encounter like some, they even paint or those BB area, those
Bottom bracket in the screw, in the screws and in the threads.
that was disaster.
Yeah. Is there any paint scheme that you wouldn't do? Like, do you stay away? Like, obviously, like a nude lady, you wouldn't do it on the side of the bike. But
there's one paint scheme I would never want to touch it.
what's it?
Not say never. At least now, chrome paint scheme never come.
Oh, really?
Don't ever come to me. Don't ever ask me, can I paint chrome?
Why is that? Is it just too hard to get shot? Just too hard to get the mirror finish?
Very tedious.
But you had done that before, right?
I've tried that. It's not that easy.
Okay.
It's not that easy.
Because chrome typically is on a metal, right? And the whole chroming process is you get a piece of metal, it's a steel, and you chrome it. But this isn't metal, it's carbon fiber, right? So it wouldn't be this.
So plating on the steel and chrome painting on the carbon fiber is two different things.
Yes. Yeah, I can imagine.
It's not easy to achieve. Yes.
So if I want a mirror, if I want a gold chrome finished bike,
I was just say goodbye.
nice to know you. Okay. And then so you strip it all the way back. Then you got a catalog of not decals, of logos and stuff. So you know what logos to use. And then you sort of mask it all out. Then you paint it. And then is it a rough finish by then? And then you clear coat it after that?
Correct.
So because this bike behind us, it's almost like flawless, but before that last coat of clear coat, it's kind of rough, right?
Definitely.
You'll feel that. You'll feel the different.
You feel a lot of layers. Yeah.
Okay, and clear coat, gloss, or matte, which is better? Which is preferred?
Clear coat for better effects and easier maintenance. Gloss is the best.
Is it?
Yes, but if matte is easier for painter.
Is it really?
Yes.
Because it doesn't have to
polish.
as
You don't
polish.
have to polish.
Yeah, as long as you give a good matte clear, next day we can just. For gloss, we still have to find the blemish, and polish it off, this thing. More works on the gloss than on the matte. But on the effect wise, have the better, contrast, all this thing, gloss is better.
What's the most common request you get for bikes? Is it replicas, or is it like, I want to have golf racing paint scheme, or is it, apart from the obvious change of color, right? Is there something that people just all seem to come over, like butterflies and tattoos, right? Everyone wants to get a butterfly, right? Is there something in custom bikes that people always ask for?
Always, most customer always ask for is like a replica from this design onto the another brand.
No. So from like a Sipo to I make it look like this, so like, you cannot, right?
I ever had a customer I think he wanted Peter Sagan on the wheel. End of the day, I told him we cannot be, directly just put it over.
Yeah.
It's too obvious.
Yeah.
So end of the day, I told him we have to modify it here. We have to modify it. Don't.
So don't make it look like it's copying.
Yeah.
You're not.
Correct.
And the whole point is not to copy it, right?
Like I mentioned, culture, custom painting, and talk about creativity. Our culture here is very different from other countries. Yeah, people.
Because I would have thought that people would come and ask for flames or smoke or some sort of graffiti art.
Chinese will work for that.
Yeah, right?
I love to do that.
Yeah, I think that like your the flaming skulls and stuff like that. That's when I think of custom paint jobs. That's the sort of stuff I think of, not changing from red to white.
Oh, back then I did a lot on that flame. I actually, yeah, that was one of the reason that why I go into.
So you love the flames, right? So what was your favorite? Like, if someone came in and said, "I want a flaming skull with a cross or something," would you go like, "Yes"?
I would drop other project. I just want to do it.
I would
do that first.
What is your like, unicorn project? What's your most favorite sort of style?
My most favorite is that the realistic fire, the flame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's actually it originated from White Sustain or Mike Lavalle. I mean, he passed on already.
Okay.
So he actually how to say it? He comes out with that realistic flame.
Mm-hmm.
Back then we just just red, yellow.
Yeah.
But
There's some depth to it, right?
depth to it. When under the sun, you really can see like it's a glowing fire.
Yeah.
So back then I did a lot. Yeah, back then because not many airbrush artists know.
Yeah. So that is done by airbrush.
Yes, airbrush.
So that's all like that's really custom then, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So my next bike, I need to come and get some flames and stuff done by you.
Don't worry, I will drop off the others project.
Okay, and then so how many hours would you spend on doing a bike like that?
I didn't really actually,
Okay, so let's go for a simple job, changing it from red to white. Right? How long will that take you? Sanding it down take you how many hours? And then painting it take you how many hours?
Probably a week.
1 week, but that's not only on that bike though, right?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, if like we put it like
So if you sat down on one day, it's Monday morning, and said, "I'm going to finish this bike today," and it's from start to finish,
yes.
would that be an 8-hour job from start to finish?
Okay, because every stage, every step, they need times to cure or this thing or dry.
Oh, true.
So we cannot force it like, okay, after we sand it down. Of course, after we sand it down, we clean it up, we mask whatever we need to. We apply a base coat primer on it. But we can't paint straight after primer. We have to let the primer to settle down at least 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So next day, sand down and paint, clear coat, all this thing. So one bike usually, because after we paint it, we also have to let it rest. Yeah, for a few hours. Then we can apply the clear coat. After the clear coat, before polish, we also have to let it rest surface cure for 24 hours.
Yeah. And then so something like this or some flame job, is that 50% more work, do you think?
Extra about 50%. But just because I mean, I know how to do it. I have the skill, so applying on it actually much more faster than when I still learning how to do it.
Yeah, of course. Before it comes with experience.
So right now, I'm actually like exploring more different kind of paint techniques.
Okay.
To create a different kind of texture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what? Like
dipping, marbling.
Oh, okay.
This thing.
Yeah. I mean, airbrush, I did it, so it's not a problem to me.
And then the look from this angle is green, look from that angle is purple. That's pretty.
Oh, that's familiar.
That's just a paint.
That's the paint effect. Nothing much. Yeah. But more like creating a crystallize.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all these things.
To make a porcelain or something like that. All right. Oh wow, cool. Okay. I think we covered quite a lot. So how's the best way to get a hold of you? Paint Extreme on Instagram?
Yeah, Paint Extreme on Instagram. Just Paint Extreme as a one word. I think you can find me.
And then that's if someone wanted to see an example of your work, obviously you just go there.
Most of my pop.
So obviously you don't post every bike, but the more interesting ones, I guess,
definitely
you'll be posting there.
Yeah.
Like if something comes up and this is really cool, then you post it.
Like my recent one, even I painted a canyon CF. Though is though it's just white, but the decal is chrome.
That was the decal, not we have the emphasize decal. So I find it like, simple, but
Yeah, it's nice, elegant.
And gold chrome, I think it's
Okay.
Huawei is a female rider. I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Thanks so much for coming in. I think I learned a lot, and I understand how much work it takes to make something like that, right? It's not as simple as getting a spray can and sending and spraying it and sending it back.
No.
Even the decals was an eye opener for me. So Eric, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
We'll catch up when I have another bike. I'll bring it
sure.
over and we'll get those flames
So
done.
let me wait for another 8 years.
The bike's